Let's get right into it. Custom gene editing for one baby. Imagine being born with a disease so rare that no medicine on Earth exists to treat it. For most families, that would sound hopeless. But in the United States, scientists did something that once belonged only in science fiction. They created a gene editing treatment designed for just one baby. Not thousands of patients, not even hundreds. One. Using CRISPR technology, the team built a personalized therapy in only a matter of months, targeting the exact genetic mistake causing the illness. Here's the incredible part. This wasn't an off-the-shelf drug waiting in a hospital pharmacy. Researchers had to design, test, and manufacture a treatment specifically for that single child before time ran out. While doctors still need years of research to prove this approach works safely for more people, it marks a remarkable step toward a future where rare genetic diseases may no longer be untreatable simply because too few patients have them. Artificial neurons. Talk to brain cells. Imagine a tiny artificial neuron having a conversation with a real brain cell. Sounds like science fiction, right? Yet researchers have already demonstrated exactly that. Instead of only recording brain activity, these synthetic neurons can exchange electrical signals with living nerve cells. It's still early research, but this is the first glimpse of a future where electronics and biology don't simply sit side by side. They actually communicate with one another in a meaningful way. Now, think about where that could lead. Scientists believe this technology could eventually improve brain implants, make advanced prosthetic limbs respond more naturally, or even help repair damaged neural circuits after certain injuries. None of that is available today, and years of testing still lie ahead. But this breakthrough proves something remarkable. The boundary between machines and the human nervous system is no longer as solid as we once believed. Largest 3D map of the universe. A century ago, astronomers were still debating whether other galaxies even existed. Today, scientists are mapping tens of millions of them in 3 dimensions. Using the Dark Energy Spectroscopic Instrument, or DESI, researchers have created the largest 3D map of the universe ever assembled. Stretching across billions of light years, it doesn't just show where galaxies are. It reveals how the cosmos has changed over immense spans of time, on a scale that's almost impossible to picture. But this isn't just the world's most ambitious cosmic map. Hidden inside it are clues to one of science's greatest mysteries: dark energy, the unknown force thought to be driving the universe's accelerating expansion. By tracking the positions of galaxies with extraordinary precision, DESI helps scientists test whether our understanding of the cosmos is complete or whether something fundamental is still missing. Night vision contact lenses. It's the middle of the night. The lights are off, yet you can still see what was completely invisible just moments ago. No bulky night vision goggles, no batteries strapped to your head. That sounds like spy movie technology, but researchers have developed contact lenses that can detect infrared light wavelengths the human eye normally can't see. Instead of replacing your vision, they add an entirely new layer to it, letting invisible lights become detectable in a remarkably compact form. Here's what makes that even more surprising. Traditional night vision devices rely on large powered systems, but these experimental lenses work using specially engineered nanoparticles embedded within the lens itself. They're still confined to laboratory research and nowhere near everyday use. Yet the breakthrough hints at a future where seeing beyond natural human vision could be as simple as putting on a pair of contact lenses. Scientists edge closer to HIV vaccine. For more than 40 years, scientists have chased one of medicine's toughest goals, an HIV vaccine. Time after time, promising ideas fell short because the virus changes so quickly and hides from the immune system with incredible skill. Then came a breakthrough from an unexpected place. The same mRNA technology that helped create COVID-19 vaccines is now giving researchers a powerful new way to train the body to recognize and fight HIV, renewing hope after decades of setbacks. That doesn't mean an HIV vaccine is here yet. Researchers still have to prove that these vaccines are both safe and effective through extensive clinical trials. But many scientists believe they're closer than ever before. Instead of relying on older approaches, mRNA lets vaccines be designed and updated far more rapidly, opening new possibilities in the fight against one of the world's most challenging viruses. Pancreatic cancer drug shows promise. Pancreatic cancer has long been one of medicine's toughest opponents. By the time it's discovered, the disease has often spread, leaving patients with very few treatment options. That's why researchers were so encouraged when an experimental drug showed the ability to extend survival in people with advanced pancreatic cancer during clinical testing. It isn't a cure, but even modest improvements against this disease are considered significant because progress has been so difficult to achieve. What makes this especially important is how rare meaningful breakthroughs have been in pancreatic cancer treatment. Scientists are continuing larger studies to confirm how well the drug works and which patients benefit the most. Until those trials are complete, it won't replace current standard treatments. Even so, the results have given doctors and researchers renewed hope that one of the deadliest cancers may finally be becoming a little less unbeatable. Nasal vaccine fights multiple viruses. Most vaccines are given with a needle, sending your immune system into action after a virus has already entered the body. But what if protection could begin at the very place infections usually start? That's the idea behind an experimental nasal vaccine being developed by researchers in the United States. Instead of targeting just one virus, scientists are designing it to strengthen immune defenses inside the nose and airways, where many respiratory viruses first take hold. If successful, this approach could provide broader protection against illnesses such as influenza and COVID-19 with a single vaccine strategy. It's still in the research stage, so scientists must prove it's both safe and effective before it reaches the public. Even so, the concept represents a major shift in vaccine design. Rather than waiting for viruses to spread through the body, the goal is to stop them much closer to the front door. America's biggest artificial intelligence science initiative. Imagine discovering a life-changing medicine years earlier than anyone thought possible. Not because scientists worked harder, but because they searched smarter. That's the idea behind one of America's largest artificial intelligence science initiatives. Researchers are combining powerful supercomputers with enormous collections of scientific data, allowing artificial intelligence to spot promising patterns and narrow millions of possibilities before experiments even begin. The goal isn't to replace scientists with machines. Every prediction still has to be tested through real laboratory research before it's accepted. But by removing countless dead ends, researchers hope to develop better medicines, stronger materials, cleaner energy technologies, and safer infrastructure much faster than before. If the effort succeeds, artificial intelligence could fundamentally change not just what we discover, but how quickly those discoveries improve everyday life. Lab-grown human blood vessels. Picture a hospital where damaged blood vessels no longer have to come from a donor or another part of a patient's body. That future moved a little closer when researchers in the United States successfully grew functional human blood vessels in the laboratory. These living vessels closely resemble natural ones and allow blood-like fluids to flow through them, giving scientists a realistic way to study how blood vessels develop and respond to disease. The breakthrough is not ready for everyday hospital use, and researchers are still testing how these engineered vessels perform over time. Even so, they could eventually support regenerative medicine, improve tissue repair, and provide safer ways to evaluate new treatments before they reach patients. It marks another step toward a future where living human tissues can be engineered instead of relying only on donated tissue. Until we meet again,